Okay, we live on YouTube. Let's let me get it up there. So if you want to start talking, we're good. What's up, everybody?
Welcome to the other morning show on the Friday night special edition. We're going to have a great time tonight. Talk about current issues. I heard a gunshot.
I wouldn't be surprised. Look where we live.
Yeah, but it's Friday night, and that's where we're at. Now, tonight we're going to do something very special for you guys. We're going to do a live reaction to a video that got a very notable, great YouTuber banned. Now, we won't show said video because, you know, we already know it's bannable, apparently, material. But we have a very open-minded person, non-biased, and we're going to get their live reaction right now. And that would be Dimebag.
What's up, bro? No, just go ahead. What's up, everybody? What's up?
It's the video that.
Oh, it's the video.
It's the actual video.
The secret device. They're gonna be like, these boys tripping.
For the money.
How long is this video?
It's only 2 minutes. It's very short.
When they execute your warrant today, kill the sheeple, kill the sheeple, kill the weaker people, kill them all today. Yes, that's what your government will surely say. Kill the sheeple, kill the people. We don't ever pay their way.
The first thing should have been a little more diverse.
What's that?
When it first started. You seen the video? You should.
I don't think there was anything wrong with it.
I don't either.
I mean, it was #1 in India. It was #1 in a lot of countries, probably undesirable. You know,
right.
And the Honorable DJ Hive, this cat.
That's who made this.
Well, no, I think that was Master Limo Chow right there.
I'm watching the video. That's why you heard this, but
It's called
it's still online. I don't.
That's the backup channel apparently.
Oh, it's not done. I thought it was done.
2 minutes, another 45 seconds.
Okay. But yeah, I mean.
I don't understand why all it was showing was true, you know.
Yeah,
corruption.
Well,
you know.
censorship is on the rise.
Oh, it's
You know.
yeah.
Yeah, full throat.
But the truth is, you are indebted to the time you're dead. You're born.
Right.
And they're just sharing that money out you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like the Mario Brothers games. It's one up, and that's the global elite.
Yep.
And you're getting fucking, you know, basically ringed and dudettes. You know.
We live in some.
Turn that off there real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to go on the record for saying.
There you go, the secret device from the mothership.
Yes. I recently reviewed some videos that we personally done. And I want to give a heartfelt apology. You know, because I'm trying to get some special guests to come onto the show. And I want any bad behavior to discourage them from coming onto our show and showing their point of view. Now, they don't have to be sycophantic. They don't have to agree with us. It's better if they don't. So maybe we can have a true dialogue and move forward. Just a little.
I just want to ask some questions because, you know, it's a few people, you know, it's almost 2018. It's a lot of people going to be up for re-election in your municipalities that you live in, your districts, all this stuff. So, you know, I feel like it's a lot of people in the state of Missouri that needs to go. So, if you know anybody that's running for office, if they want to get their message out,
in a very open, non-combative forum, because we'll actually shut up and let you have your point of view.
yeah.
You know, and a lot of people won't do that. They're, oh, well, you know, hold on, what about the, and they'll carry the conversation elsewhere when this individual needs time to build up, like a crescendo, build up to their climax, build up to what they're really trying to say. And we'll give you the forum to do it and the people to actually.
Yeah, but you're going to have to answer some questions too. Now, you ain't just going to be able to come here and spew your propaganda.
No, that's what makes it. That's what makes the show interesting.
Yeah, don't think you're gonna be able to do that. We're gonna ask you some questions because you know the people want to know. But we're gonna start doing that, trying to start reaching out to, you know, local politicians in the state of Missouri if they want to come on the show and do an interview and stuff. Something we can do, Google Chat or anything. You know,
we can Skype you in.
Yeah.
We have multiple devices. We would literally have your face here on the computer, and everyone would hear you. So, you know, that way we don't have to worry about security. Because, unfortunately, we are not on a secure set. We have to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, we have to disclose that. We are not. This is why. You know, this is why.
They're going to be like,
you
so
know?
you can't have that. You know,
Yeah. So,
you know,
our set is not secure.
We
People
mean no
will
harm. You know, we mean no harm.
Yeah, but we definitely have you here remotely. You know, we'll have a little.
The people will be able to see you.
Yes, and hear you.
Yeah.
And we will be able to interact with you. Now, let's talk about it, kids. Let's talk about the fake news. Let's talk about.
Okay, wait a minute. Before we talk about, I don't mean to cut you off, but just let the audience know it's Friday.
Yes.
We ain't got shit to do. That's why we right here
doing the show.
chopping it up. You know,
doing the show for you.
You know, while y'all
You know.
getting ready to go to the club or get turned up or, you know, get shit-faced it.
Whatever
You know,
you're doing.
listen to this on the way. Listen to it while you're getting ready on the way where you're going, you know. It'll set the mood, you know. This might even get you some. You never know.
Well,
But it's Friday and we're live.
and we have 3 more days till game time, Monday. All right, now listen up, guys. The CIA let it be known that they feel as if there will be some sort of provocation with North Korea on Monday. Monday happens to be the same day that the regime actually came to power, I think back in 51 or something ridiculous. But at any rate, if they detonate a nuclear device over the Pacific, it's on. Because all that radiation, just like all the radiation from Fukushima. And this is why I want to give out a special alert. Do not eat tuna that's caught in the Alaskan water. You know it's contaminated. Anything in the Pacific right now is pretty hot. I wouldn't fuck with seafood right about now. Our cattle, unfortunately, the chemtrails in the sky. The whole damn place is debased, guys.
And
It really is.
look at all them hurricanes that's still in the oceans.
Oh, well.
Just throw that. I just want to throw it out. This Friday. It's been a
Yeah.
long week for me. My brain's all boggled up, but you know it's
Unfortunately,
Friday.
that's what happens, you know, when you have to spend your earthly, mortal time on a time clock making dollars so that you can have shit like electricity, fucking a nice set to kick it in and talk what we gotta talk.
Right.
This shit ain't free. And that's
No.
what goes back to when we get our P.O. box.
You know how
And I
they-
know we always talk about the P.O. box.
We
And
know
it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
No, let's let these, because there's probably somebody out there, man. I got this check. It's ready. Listen, hold it. Wait a minute. You know, we're gonna get the PO box together, and once we get that together, then we're gonna do it. You know, this is gonna be like. I wish you guys would Google or YouTube Juice Media. Yeah, Juice Media Rap. You know, there at the time there were a couple Australian guys really putting in work, really trying to open up the eyes of humanity to realize we are all like this and not like this.
Right.
So, you know, we have to work together, we have to come together, and we have to see a common need. We have to understand that only through a common need, where we lock arms and realize, look, my ideology at the core and your ideology at the core might not gel. But my rational, higher mental thinking processes and yours do gel. We can work together, and you can do what you got to do, I do what I got to do, but when the outside forces come at us, we do it together. We all do it together. You know, not in a riot, or not in a non-productive way, man. In a positive, strong, and really factual way. We have to do it where it truly manifests in, you know, as some people say, the third dimension, which is the dimension we are all in right now, and make it happen for real. And it can only happen. It can only happen if we take a stand, just psychologically. Because when the mind gets to clicking, the feet gets to moving. And that's what we got to do. That's what we have to do. Now, you know,
they gonna come get us, man. I'm telling you, they like, oh, the thought. Cause I already see, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just too, I don't know, but it just, I already see you want to see the thought police, just go on Twitter.
Well,
just go on Twitter, you will see the thought police work in action. If you go on Twitter, you will see that.
Twitter, you know, I remember back in the day.
The group thing, all that.
All this bullshit all came from Yahoo Chat. I don't care who you was, where you're at. Back in 2001 through 2000, approximately 6. If you was really chatting and wanted to voice chat, voice over IP back in the day for free, it was Yahoo Java Chat. Now back in those days, the good old days as I call them, you know, you could go in there and it was a free forum.
Right.
There were so many people with so many great ideas. But then what happened? There was a mutation. There were a bunch of trolls and degenerate and basic scum that would come into the chat rooms where the normal people were at and just wreck it. I mean, I'm sitting here talking to you, hey bro, you know, I ain't heard from you in a minute. Oh yeah, I'm over here kicking it all of a sudden. You get stepped on. What the fuck? And this guy was like, I'm eating Doritos, and I want you to hear me enjoy it. And you heard this fucking slobbery fucking crunch. Crunch. You know?
Right.
And burping and farting and shit. And I think when that experiment failed utterly, and we see what happens when people can be anonymously fucking willing others to be at their beck in a so-called public forum.
Yeah.
And that's what the root of all internet crime is. It's supposed to be a public forum, meaning that if people come together, like, if we was all in a room together, you know, ain't nobody gonna jump up and type, you're a fucking cocksucker. You know, nobody gonna say that for real, because they're gonna want to get knocked. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the internet has made the weakest people feel so strong. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's just ridiculous, man.
And the sad thing about it,
that's what I'm talking. The group thing.
Oh, lemon.
It's just
lemon.
It's just ridiculous. It's like you gotta be kidding me.
But you're not kidding, man.
Oh, I know.
There's a man in I believe Norway that's going on trial right now for allegedly raping people over the internet. You know, using.
How you gonna rape somebody on the internet? It don't make any sense.
It was on the magical device here. You know, and that's sad. That's sad, man. Because listen, next it could be the show. You know, because of, you know, oh, he said some derogatory deals about a sandwich maker or whatever. And you know what?
It's just like, okay, like, you know, people been going ham on, you know, they was going ham on Cam Newton because a female reporter, you know, asked him a question, you know, and he was like, I guess he was like, you know, it's kind of, you know how shit, you know, you get surprised by something instead of saying you just laugh for a minute and be like, oh, okay. And, you know, basically said it's just a little funny, you know, it's weird, you know, it's, he probably was, I had my moment like that before I get where Cam Newton was coming from. Man, people got their pennies all in the bunch. He make a video apologizing. Now, the video looks silly. He made himself look silly.
You know, you cannot apologize
and
for what
he
say,
said,
for real.
He
and it's on truth.
And he answered the question. It wasn't like he was trying to be demeaning or anything. The man probably, it is word, probably.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be something that it has to be get accustomed to. You know, and these people got him up going crazy. That's the group thinking stuff like that. This feminist crap, stuff like this. Man had apologized, made himself look even worse than the fool. When the apology was worse than what he said at the press conference.
You know,
when he was answering the question.
What I said earlier, I wasn't never trying to backtrack on any of the statements I've said. All I was saying is, I'm not trying to hurt people's feelings, all right? But I'm not trying to participate in your madness either, all right? When you come step into me in truth and honesty, and we'll get along great. But when you come with this little propaganda rhetoric, and I'm supposed to just jump on the bandwagon, no, it will not happen. Because of the fact that is repugnant to me. That is so out of
I hate group things.
You know,
that shit.
Because this show's about critical thinking. At the end of the day, at the end of the show, at the end of the jokes, at the end of the laughs, and at the end of the tears, we hope collectively that you think. Not that you take our word for it, because we're not trying to be your leaders. Let's get that out
Don't
there.
take our word for
We're
anything.
not trying to be your
Look
leaders.
it up. Go and look it up.
We want you to think for yourself. You lead yourself. We are all leaders of ourselves.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, don't forget, out of all the things in the universes, all the different spirits and all the different intelligence, only you can be you. Only you are 100% you. I can't be you. He can't be you. No one else can be you. You are the perfect you. And when you're striving for perfection in this world, that's the only perfection you should strive for, is to be the best you can be. Because once you are you, and we are we, and then we are us, them will have to fear. Finally. But until you stay fucking silly tripping, I don't know what this is all about.
Right.
I don't have a clue. I'm just dazed and confused.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Your dazed and confusement is detrimental to me and my man's life.
Right.
And your life. At the end of the day,
And
once they finish us, they come after you.
Yeah. That's why I feel like just kick these motherfuckers in the ass and just get it over with. You know, just like, get the fuck out of here. If you don't, you know, fuck all that shit. You know,
And because they were allowed to stay. You know, after the Civil War, you know, some people, the black shit have been put on the post and sent on the way, right?
What the fuck? We built the country. They built the country. Now you saying once the slavery over with, they don't get the well, basically that's pretty much what happened. You know, you don't reap the benefits of your labor, so you know that shit really happened.
Listen, I had to take one
little
break.
It's all good. I can hold the fort down.
All right.
All right. So for everybody out there listening, if you share the video, you know, subscribe to the channel. Dimebag TV on Periscope and Dimebag TV on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, share the videos, you know, and we hope you enjoy the content. And another thing, if you are like we said earlier, local politician running for city council or mayor of your small town in Missouri, contact the show. You can find me on Twitter, and maybe we can chop it up. I'll reach out to you guys through your Facebook page and stuff. So, you know, if you want to get on and, you know, what you stand for. You want to come on and explain and talk to us about what you stand for. You running for public office? Hey, we don't mind. You know, we'll chop it up. So that'd be cool. And but Claire McCaskill, you really should come on the show and explain yourself to the people of Missouri, because some of the stuff you've been doing is just terrible. Just really terrible. And the dude that you just confirmed, you know, the Republicans needed 5 Democrats to get the guy in, to keep the guy in there that want to get rid of net neutrality, and you just went right on along. See, people, Claire McCaskill is a a perfect example of what you would call a corporate whore. She would do anything for her donors and then go out and ask you for your support, but she ain't gonna do nothing for you. She's gonna do a damn thing. So, yeah. That's Claire McCaskill for you. And, you know, it's just silly that people just don't understand that these Democrats are pretty much, they're all Republicans. The majority of them are. They're really Republicans. They take over old Republican stances and policies, and then the Republicans have no choice but to go even further right. That's why we look at the Republicans, that shit looks like just batshit crazy. Because look where the Democrats are. It's like, do you want an extreme version of the Republican Party with Republicans, or a milder version, but you're still gonna get fucked anyway. So then all the stuff with the Vegas, man, that shit is fucking crazy, that Vegas stuff. I still got my 2 scenarios about what I think happened. And either way, it's all still fucked up. And people actually did lose their lives, regardless if it was the way it's conspiracy theory or not. You know, a lot of people will, you know, have to work with these injuries that they sustain from these gunshot wounds, being trampled and stuff. A lot of them people gonna have to deal with those injuries the rest of their life. You know, so regardless if they try to, I mean, it's just fucked up. Because nothing's consistent. And if you know by now, you know, when activities like this happen, the media leads with certain narratives and stuff like this. When you look back at the way the media coverage was when other events happen like this, and the way information flowed, the way they pin shit on the accused, and how they, you know, the background stuff, the social media information, nothing on this. I still have not seen any video of this guy bringing any type of luggage or anything into that hotel. Nothing at all. I knew something was off right from the beginning with the way the media, especially mainstream media, so, you know, most people that's awoke, you know, can spot that stuff because they've been trained to. And the group think and all that stuff plays a big role in a lot of this stuff. Like, it's just really not the best at all. So that's my thoughts. I ain't gonna go out and say full-fledged a conspiracy theory, or I do see some irregulars, whatever they call it, and I don't think the guy they showing that did it. I don't think he was the one that actually did it. It looked like there was just guns just spread out all over the place. It looked like they had a little, you know, a little setup, little market somewhere. You just go in and walk by. They had little displays out there where they had the guns. And from where one window was busted, where the other window was busted, they claiming supposed to have been shooting out of. Why go back and forth? One person, that make no sense. I would just stay right there. You know? But some just don't seem right. But I do know that's one thing that is real, is that people did die. A lot of people sustained, you know, some terrible wounds, some terrible flesh wounds. So, you know, I don't know how many people probably gonna lose any limbs or anything, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a few people that, like, the medical bills and stuff for these people is it's gonna be sick, you know, especially when these were, you know, definitely at no fault of their own at all. So, you know, we got that. So if you can give any resources that you can, you know, to trusted people, you know, trusted organizations and stuff to help these people pay these medical bills that they're gonna have, that'd be a cool thing to do, you know. I think it's, I don't know. I never thought they would shoot up a place like a country music concert. I never thought that place would have been the target to get hit by something like this. But, you know, they have hit everything else, so, you know, why not? You know. Sounds like somebody want to get an agenda across. So, he's back. True Power Minds is back.
Yeah.
No, I was just talking about like some of the stuff I just observed and, you know, information I've seen and stuff about. I was just, you know.
Pertaining to the Vegas stuff?
Yeah. I'm still stuck. I still got my two scenarios. I'm not sold on, because I don't think the dude that they showing on TV, I don't know if that's, it could be.
What, like it's a false flag?
No, people died, so it ain't no false flag.
No, I mean, no, people can die in false flag, but
Right.
it wasn't the people who you think that, you know, started it. You know, sort of like
just you know when incidents like this happen, you know how the media, it's always the same way.
Yes.
You know, we had, look, he was on this site, he was on, you know, whatever. They got, like, no, you know, oh, here he go, going to get donuts.
Exactly.
You know, quick. This is no video footage of him. Video footage of him in 2011 in the fucking casino where he slips and falls, and then he goes to another shot where he's in a room with, look like a bunch of security guards and shit.
Yeah, he's such a painful little prima donna.
That's all the video they have of this dude. Now I don't know much about nothing.
Like I said the last time, he was stockpiling weapons up in the ceiling, all until this day.
It looked like somebody went in there and laid them guns out like that. The photos I seen online, if somebody got something better, but I mean,
It's a damn shame, is what it is.
yeah, it's fucked up.
People were just trying to enjoy a concert. You know, whether you agree with the people's mindset, that's a irrelevant. Women, children, men enjoying a concert and then get attacked. And ISIS was trying to claim responsibility.
If you believe ISIS had something to do with that, then you're a damn fool. I'm just saying.
Well,
And I know there's a lot of them out there, so, you know, but, you know, feel free, you know, expose yourself so we know not to fuck with you when we try to make things better for everybody.
exactly.
So,
Exactly.
and that's what you got to do, people. What you got to do.
Make it better for everybody. You know, there used to be a group out here that was called PU, Peace and Unity. You know, and if you reverse that, it's up, UP. You know, and that's what we got to do. We got to get up and get out, inform others, get them on our bandwagon,
Yeah.
get them on our schedule, and we can effect a radical difference. All it takes is a handful, and that handful tells a handful more, and that handful tells a handful
Right.
more. That's all it takes, and you
Yeah.
can be the catalyst. You know, forget the P.O. box right now. Just share the, you know, just share the vids.
Share the that, you know, that goes a long way. Share the video.
Yes.
You know.
So
Share
then
the
once
video.
we have that together, you know,
because the more people that talk about this stuff, you know, it's harder because they be attacking people that's trying to tell the truth. These corporations and
it's actually hot out here tonight.
we live in Missouri, you don't get it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the more people go out, you know, pick up a camera and make a video, put it on the internet, and voice your opinion on what's going on. You know, if you see something that ain't right, you want to speak out about it, make some videos about it, put it on the internet.
Exactly.
You know.
But a lot of people don't want to do that. You know why? Because it takes too much effort. And let's face it, a lot of people just want to be voyeurs when it comes to this geopolitical stuff.
Right.
All they want to do is actually see into the window.
But everything
they don't
is
want to walk through the
geopolitical.
door.
Right.
And unfortunately, you're right. Everything's geopolitical.
Yeah.
But if you don't participate in the process, you
Right.
don't participate in effecting change, then you're participating in being victimized of that system that's in place. You know, don't forget, folks, a system can never fail you if it was never designed for you.
One of the reasons why we're in a situation like this is because the people.
Yeah.
You know,
No unity, no love.
This, you know, that means me, you, everybody.
Yes, everybody.
So,
You know,
we can change shit.
but we had to change shit together.
Yeah.
And we had
They
to
got this
seek
country
out.
broke all up in so many different fractions. It's crazy.
We had to come together. You know, like the Terminator movie, when old boy melted or froze and it shattered and it got heated up, and just like us, we get
Right.
heated up. When we get heated up, we gotta come back together,
Right.
and form anew. You know, we all need to strive for unity, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for each and every citizen. I'm not talking about visa holders, and I'm not talking about undocumented workers. I'm not talking about illegal aliens in general from various countries, not just south of the border.
Yeah.
We have to understand citizens have rights. Visitors have no rights. They merely have privileges that the citizens allow them to have. That means you do not have the right to vote in local elections.
Right.
You do not have the right to vote in state elections. And you certainly do not have the right to vote in federal elections if you're not a United States citizen.
Yep.
Because a lot of good men and women have died for that privilege, for us to cast that ballot, for us to go in and effect the change that we determine that needs to be changed.
And you shouldn't get first dibs on jobs when it's millions of Americans that's not working.
Right. You know, I mean, a lot of jobs that
they're just
so-called
coming
Americans will not do, they would do in a minute.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
You know, they would do in a
Right.
minute.
So yeah, that's just, you know, that's just how it is, man. You know, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I don't care if someone goes, oh, you can't be saying this. But I guarantee you, if the roles was reversed, the people of Mexico would not allow us to come down there.
They don't allow the
and
people
work.
of Ecuador to come into their country. They don't
Fuck
allow the
no.
people of Colombia
No.
or Brazil or Chile or any other South
Nope.
American countries to come into their country undocumented.
And work.
In fact, they have a southern border.
Right. Yeah, we couldn't go like how the Mexico. We couldn't go to Mexico, work, send all our money back home.
No.
They ain't gonna allow. They would not allow us to do that.
No. And the sad thing about it, we don't understand that's part of the subversion of the United States. That's part of the sickness that has infected our society.
Yeah.
we have to start,
You know they gonna say
thinking about ourselves.
we don't like, we don't like Latino. I ain't got no issue with Latino. I'm just stating, this is the truth, man. This is how it is. When HB1 visa workers,
Yes.
is guaranteed 32 hours a week of pay,
Rain or shine.
even if they work or not. But U.S. citizens can't even get a $15 minimum wage, even though them jobs gonna be automated soon.
True.
It's still a hypocrisy. It's still.
It's not even hypocrisy.
It's like a slap in the face. It tells you like you ain't even shit. They're gonna pay people that they don't even want to even be citizens in this country.
No,
they just want to come get the money and send it back home. They don't want to be citizens here. Because if they did, they would already, did
have went through the proper channels to become one.
Exactly.
And then it's a slap in the face to all the ones who went through the proper channels, all the heartache and headache to actually become a citizen. Oh no, this motherfucker over here, he's just fucking bumped front of the line.
Yeah, because I know if I came in and did it the right way, whatever the U.S. law is, I did it that way and whatever. And we already know when you're dealing with the government, everything's slow.
Right.
So I'd be pissed if that. I'd be pissed.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, I would be fucking pissed. No, you need to get your ass in line.
No, because I'm the guy that blows off the leaves. I'm the guy that makes the the cuisine. I'm the guy that's fucking putting the roof on the fucking house. So those are jobs Americans don't want apparently.
Please.
Americans just want fucking food stamps and welfare.
Americans can put on roofs, and Americans can cook
bullshit.
some. They can cook some fine cuisine.
Exactly. If they had the food to cook.
Yeah. So. Yeah, anything they tell you about this is a bunch of bullshit. It's just some way for somebody to make a bunch of money without giving back to the society.
Exactly, and they are making hand over fist.
Yep.
Seriously, and we gotta understand, people, that if you come from a society that was basically wrecked by our foreign policy, both above table and below table, then you gotta understand some of these people are hip to gang. They know the reason why they buried their grandpa. Mm-hmm. They know the reason why they buried their cousin. They know the reason why they buried their mother and father. It's because of the coalition, U.S.-led NATO response, attack on various countries.
Right.
And listen, the proliferation of nuclear weapons, hydrogen bombs, and other weapon systems cannot be stopped. The Pandora box has been opened. Now, kept it real tight still on it for a
shit, they kicked that fucking box over.
But it's
all folded up now.
Now we cannot unlearn what we have learned. All we should do is work together and get off this planet.
Orwell
was
right.
It's not healthy. Earth is not healthy for us. We need to leave it.
It's so much carbon monoxide in the air. It's like us eating McDonald's every day. That's what the plants feel when they producing food that we eat.
Yeah.
It's not even nutrients anymore. It's like junk food because it's so much. It devalues the fruit and the vegetables that we eat because it's so much carbon dioxide in the air. But I'm pretty sure Monsanto's working on a seed for that too.
But Monsanto stated their whole goal is to basically run out all the natural species in the whole biosphere of the earth and replace them with Monsanto products. So therefore, kiddos, you won't be able to grow shit unless Monsanto sows you the seed each year.
Yep.
Capitalism, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Monsanto, they GMO seeds don't reproduce seeds.
No, it's like those grapes, those fancy grapes in the store. You bite into them, you don't have the seed.
Yeah, the seedless grapes.
Yeah, so that's what that is.
Yeah, it's been modified not to have that seed in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat fruit that doesn't have seed. It's kind of pointless. But once again, we live in a society when if you're born a guy like Bruce Jenner and you decide to become
a chick
like Caitlyn Jenner, then society's supposed to be like, oh, you're so brave.
Right.
Oh, you're so beautiful.
With modern medicine, that's no,
Listen.
like anybody with common sense knows, oh yeah, they can turn you into a woman if you want to be a woman.
Anybody can
that's
take
nothing new.
anybody can take a bratwurst, okay, and cut it along the spine,
Right.
and fold it over, you know, and then poke a hole in the back. That's
Right.
a fucking Jenner pussy. That's what it is. You know, it's not a pussy. It's a mutilated packer. And you know, I didn't really even want to talk about this tonight. I really didn't, you know. But it somehow fucking reared its ugly head.
Right.
And you know what? I'm going to be the vanguard. I'm going to pick up the flag for sexual normalcy and say, look, you're fucking wrong, man. You're fucking whacked in the fucking head. You know, you want to sit here and fucking play dress up to the point to where you're cutting off your Peter and fucking slicing and dicing it just to trick a straight man into fucking jizzing in your face. You know, it's disgusting. It truly is.
Ah, that's hilarious.
I didn't want to say that.
Hey man, it's Friday. This is anything goes. We don't give a shit.
It is,
You
and
know?
you know,
I'm not. I have no. I had made no preparations for you.
me neither. Seriously, this
Which
is
we
so-
normally don't do either, but but no, I today, you know, is just I was just like fuck it. I had shit else to do, you know, so it's like fuck
I
it.
do want to talk about one thing that I saw happening today.
What?
I saw a black dude. Okay, it was up there off of Chambers Road. This white dude was sitting on the ground, you know, and I'm up in my truck and I'm looking down into his bag. I saw a little fucking pint of vodka and a little medicine bottle with some dollars obviously in it and some other shit. And this brother came up and gave old boy $1. I saw him pass it and shit. And I'm like, you know, he's sitting in there, you need to keep, because he was peeping in the dude's bag. He's like, you need to do this and trying to like to school this cat, man.
Right.
And this brother had a little tattoo on his neck and shit. Old guy though. He was probably in his late 50s, maybe.
Trying to
late
scheme
60s.
him out some money.
I don't know. Why would you give the old boy $1? Just so he can get in close to peep out the bag?
Was it a fuck man? I don't
You know, that he knows to play.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes it's better not to even know what the fuck they doing, you know.
Well, I
Like
also
that.
saw someone get shit smacked down on him on the parking lot. No, this big chick, I mean, she's probably a healthy 342
Ooh.
or so pounds, you know? I mean, big tits, big gut,
Right.
big everything. And the poor little chick, she fucking mobbed, dude. Maybe 110,
Right.
115. Probably a good 12 inches shorter. And she plowed her. I mean, knocked a weave out this bitch's hair.
Where was,
I mean,
oh, you said up there.
I was up there in Pine Lawn when that
Oh,
happened.
okay.
And,
You know, it is a full moon, so you know.
oh man, it was crazy. This
Harvest
morning,
moon.
man.
Yeah, this is the harvest moon. I think
You
this
know?
is. I could be wrong. Somebody let us know if I am, but I think this is the harvest moon. So I.
But
you know,
what are we harvesting?
yeah, huh?
What are we harvesting?
Monsanto shit.
Oh, great. Great.
Yes.
You know, if you ever leave the cities, and
Can never
drive
have
out in
enough.
the
I have
country,
fructose corn syrup.
I don't understand how to get even remotely say this world's overpopulated with people. If you spread motherfuckers out all throughout the country, put wells, solar panels, geothermal, maybe even hydrogen cells in some homes,
Right.
and make them all sufficient or, you know, independent of any type of central grid.
Right.
One, that makes your country stronger, makes it less susceptible
Yeah.
to an invasion, because instead of them just bombing the central hub and knocking out everything to everybody,
Right.
they have to come in block by block, area
Right.
by area to get these people out of the water and the fucking electricity.
And
And
then
you can be falling back, burning shit as you're falling back,
Right.
denying them the resources.
yeah.
Just like Russia did in World War II. The reason why that's not going to occur here, kids, is because they already herded most of the population into the greater metropolitan areas of various cities. Let's be honest. There's basically 10 major cities throughout America.
Right.
Really. And funny that we say the number 10, because there's also 10 FEMA camp regions in the country. The whole point is, You think that all this is random. You think Vegas is random. You think fucking Sandy Hook,
They didn't
all
hit.
this shit's random. It's
They
not.
didn't hit. They didn't have attacks on all these certain groups and areas and stuff. The only thing was left was the country music event. It's the only thing that was left.
Well, you know, I'm happy that rap fans and hip hop fans can still enjoy their music. Because, let's face it, you know, they had to dodge bullets to get to the show. You know, I'm just saying. And, you know,
Depending on where that show being held, niggas get the
depending where
tribute.
they coming from, man.
Yeah.
The fans, you know what I
Right.
mean? And, you know, not to make fun of the plight and the abhorrent suffering of poverty generation. Not making light of that shit at all, man.
40% of descendant of slaves, children in this country live in poverty. 40%.
Well, it's sad.
U.S. citizens in the richest country in the history of the planet live in poverty.
But that's all, once again, by design. You gotta understand.
Oh, I
most
know
of
it's
our-
by design.
Most of our public policies that we're actually subjected to was drafted up from the late 40s throughout the late 20s
Right.
of the last century. That means we're rolling off motherfuckers who got their instructions from people who were literally horse and buggy.
Right.
Alright? These fools don't understand the complex world we live in. They don't understand how everything's all intertwined. It's nice to say, hey, we don't want to deal with China. But next time your ass goes to Walmart, Dollar General, or any other store that gets a lot of freight trucked in, and we're not getting the ship, the freight from China, therefore the truckers don't move.
Right.
Therefore, you don't have products on your shelves. Therefore, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck? I gotta eat crickets tonight?"
Fuck
Yes,
yeah.
motherfucker. Crickets with worms on the side, because of the fact you did not prepare. You did not get storable food. You did not get the water straw. You did not get gas masks. You did not get armaments of various styles.
You didn't even save a book of matches.
No. And that's sad. Because unfortunately, there will be no pity. There will be no mercy. Any false move could and will more probably be fatal. You've got to understand, this is very serious times that we're living
Yep.
in.
Somebody finna make a whole lot of money and them people dying at that concert Sunday.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm making a whole lot of money.
But that's going to be nothing compared to all the people who could potentially die Monday.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully if you're not working Monday, you take the time Sunday night, you get 6 mil plastic and Gorilla duct tape. At least a whole case of the shit. Because you're going to need to basically seal off your whole house. Basically a negative system. Hopefully you have plants. You know, because you're going to need oxygen. But unfortunately,
Well, I say bring it on, man. Bring it on.
I don't want to go to nuclear war, man. I'll be the first one to say, man, that's not where I'm at. You know, not at this stage.
You
of
ain't
the
got
game.
to say nothing.
You know, what we need to bring on our leaders, all of our leaders need to take this weapon here, go to arena, and may the best leader win. And if your leader's weak and inapt and falls, you know, Mortal Kombat, then you as people should honor that. But I can see what would happen overnight. All prime ministers would end up being like Arnold Schwarzenegger motherfuckers, all buff and shit. Fucking ready to fucking, you know, The Rock fucking, you know, But, you know, all it takes is skill, determination, and consistent training. You can defeat anyone. Now, I want to talk about the meaning of life. What is the meaning of life? What purpose, what function do you serve? And I'm here to tell you the meaning of life is to realize what happens on Earth stays on Earth. You're immortal, my friend, and you go on. All right, back from the wilderness.
Yeah, what can you do?
You know, once upon a time, men and women had traditional roles in the house. Man would go out and do man work, provide for the family. Woman would stay at home in high heels, red lipsticks, a checkered dress with a white apron, and fishnet stockings, and a smile on their face, waiting for the man to come home from hard man work.
They had basically what was the mom name on Leave to Beaver?
June Cleaver.
June Cleaver, but with today's clothes.
Yeah, but nowadays June Cleaver doesn't have to do shit, so she's depressed on volume and shit, whacked out. You know, Prozac up.
Right.
And the sad thing about it, all June needs is a good fisting, and I mean an actual fisting, where you lube it up and just ram it all the way up to about there, and then you open up your hand.
Because Ward's with this 22-year-old secretary.
I thought Ward was Perry Mason. Beep. I thought Ward was that, you know.
I don't know.
I mean, I hate to censor myself, but once again,
I'm not censoring myself.
I want this to be a family show. I want people to sit down.
It can be a family show.
Look, this is what I envision. A family of 7 sitting down with 4 buckets of Church's chicken with biscuits and little hot sauce packages, and they're sitting around, you know.
And plenty of napkins, because sometimes when that turkey chicken real, when you get impressed when you biting this, that's some just spray on your
hand. As fuck. You know what I mean? It's like a squirter. Right. I don't know if you know. A lot of people don't understand. You know, they say that squirting shit's bullshit. No, squirting's real. All right, and I'm gonna do a little diagram for you guys. Basically, you gotta imagine that there's something here. You gotta put these 2 fingers up here, and you're gonna feel like a raisin up in there. You just keep doing that motion towards you. All right, and you can smack the tits around. All right. And then after you gotta stick with it, man. About 12 minutes. You know how many disciples did Jesus have? 12. 12 minutes. And all of a sudden, you'll see a little beep, keep on hard, and then you're like, whoa, what the fuck? You know, that's what I heard through my research.
And you want this to be a family show. See, you know, that's why I say just fuck the bullshit. You know, fuck it, man. You gotta get people to it.
Yeah, that was pretty raw.
Yeah, you know, so it's like, you know, they're like, you know.
Well,
you know, it depends. You know, if you got dumb kids, you probably don't want your kids watching the show.
Yeah.
You know, if your kids can comprehend, then it's really no big deal.
It ain't. You know, because what we're teaching people how to do is be more proficient and effective lovers and philosophers and thinkers.
Right.
Now, if that's bad, guilty as charged. You know what I mean? I want to educate people.
Well, tell that to the thought police when they come.
I'm not telling them shit. They'll beat it out you and waterboard you. So I'm not going to say nothing because I want to know what they want me to say.
Yeah.
And they'll give that up within the first 5 minutes. And I'll just regurgitate some bullshit, you know, like Cool Hand Luke. Yes, boss. Yeah, boss. Here's your gun, boss. Yeah, boss. Hey, boss. Boss, can I pee? Can I pee, boss? I gotta get back. Yeah, boy, going down there. Yeah, boss. Yeah, boss. It's late, motherfucker. Late. I'm out.
Depends on how old that motherfucker is. These young kids don't know shit.
But you know what? Cool Hand Luke, at the end of the story, the man with no eyes, popped.
Right.
He's up there in the church. In the church now. That was some deep symbolism.
Right.
He gets popped. You know what I mean? How come they didn't bring him in? And maybe take him not to Burger King, but to the Chuck Way.
Right.
You know, here, give him put beans.
I still be wondering if Dylan Roof got that crown. Did he get him
Oh, man.
crown?
Man,
if you worked at the Burger King in Carolina, North Carolina when they took Dylan Roof, if you worked there when he came in,
tell us.
Tell us if he got the
What
Burger
did he
King
eat?
crown or not.
I bet he ate McNuggets. He eat chicken just to fucking
nuggets.
finally mock, black folks. They chicken eating motherfuckers. I put them down. They ain't probably talking all shit to the cop. Now, boy, how did it feel to do what you did? Well, I tell you, Officer Buck.
And the bad thing about it was he probably could have got off, but I don't care if they throw me in jail. He was just being just a moron after that. He probably could have got off.
Well,
You think they couldn't find no sympathizers in South Carolina?
Oh, please.
Right.
First to fight. I mean, flight.
Right.
Their license plate slogan is such a subliminal Orwellian bullshit. First in flight. Really, as you think about it, your mind's registering that. First in fight. And the fight is the Civil War.
Right.
And they were the first traitor state. And they were traitors. Come on, let's stop faking the funk here, folks.
Right.
Read the Articles of Secession.
That's heritage. That's the heritage. Let's talk about some of the heritage behind the Confederate flag.
Yes, let's talk about some of the fucking baby farms. Let's talk about some of the motherfucking weapons and the lynchings. And let's talk about the origins of the word picnic. Picnic was basically you bring your kids out in their Sunday best and there'll be a pregnant, fat black woman with a baby right here. And I call her fat because when you're pregnant, you're fat. And they'll take that knife, usually that Arkansas pig sticker, and stick it right in their abdomen, going to the left because it's a ritual, opening up that belly, pulling the baby out, killing it and her at the same time. That's your picnic. That's why you eat your sandwiches, drinking your little wine. You better understand, man.
And if you catch one of them festivities on the right day, you might have a buck hanging up there too. If you got out of line or some younger motherfucker took his spot. Or he tried to run.
Think about this, living in a world where all it takes is a woman. Paul,
that
boy looked at me.
That stuff was family events. That stuff was people were taking their kids.
That stuff was savagery. That stuff was the gross, heinous expression of human engineering and ingenuity. Is devising a scheme to kill mother and child while at the same time celebrating it as if it was a joyful event. The mind fuckery that's going on in that play is without reproach.
It's still being done today at this moment right now.
Yes, but on different levels, guys. On different levels.
No, they're not hanging nobody and none of that, doing that
but
shit.
They're hanging people psychologically and economically.
Fuck yeah.
And that's the
economic genocide is more like a death of 1,000 cuts. We're going to keep your ass there long enough to just
take away your
you down.
children, take away your future, take away your past, take away your present. And by the way we act, many of us, they even took away our minds.
Yep. A lot of them they got. A lot of people. Oh man, it's just crazy. Just some of the shit you say, some of the shit you see other people say is just like, whoa. Like, okay, how you come to that conclusion?
Because that are living in a different reality than you and me.
Right.
Literally, we're in the same dimensional plane.
Right.
But the reality, and reality, friends, let me give a definition. Fuck a little Google and WikiLeaks. Reality, here's the other morning show, reality definition. Reality is nothing more than a prison for the mind. Trip on that. Reality is nothing more than a prison for the mind. Because reality that you cling to, that you grasp, that you love, is the same reality that would dictate you cannot do certain things because the reality says you cannot.
Right.
That's the prison. That's the mental chain. That's the mental box. You got to break through that. And only through critical thinking can you break through that prison. Only through understanding and logic and reason can you see past primitive emotions and playthings. Listen, if we ever intend to cohabitate this earth, we must come to an understanding that we are all one family, deserving of preservation of the core strand, but deserving of experiencing what we determine that we want to.
Yep.
After that, the rest of it is this elementary. After that, peace is the ultimate sum.
Right.
There is no other correct answer. But without that, we have all these variables. So you might as well reset your time clocks, guys. Reset them stopwatches until the next mass shooting or the next mass killing.
You know
or the
what?
next
He was.
genocidal act.
Speaking of matching, that dude was I think one of the oldest white mass shooters in the history.
Well, the thing about
They
it,
normally most mass shooters that are white males are normally younger than that, and they don't have the economic background that dude had.
no, apparently he was quite wealthy, and you know what? Just because you're wealthy doesn't mean you're sane.
Yeah, it's true. You just crazy
because
with
you're
money.
wealthy doesn't mean you're happy. Just because you're wealthy doesn't mean you're at peace.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say this, everybody knows some wealthy eccentric, right? You know, the one that's just not quite there. And everyone knows he or she's not there.
Mm-hmm.
But they have so much financial assets
Yeah.
that no one
Then they
ever
start to
speak of.
channel that inner narcissistic in them. And
Mhm.
so,
And it's fueled by the sycophants around them.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah. All right. We have to get away from this. There's no more lords of the manor. There's no more kings and queens. Nor should there have ever been.
Let's go back to the Vegas thing, because I was thinking it just popped in my head. I seen a video to where it was people running out of the place, and all they had to do was make a
Cigarettes. This is shit.
all they had to do was make a left, and they would be right on like a major road or something out of the venue. And I seen like security or whoever they had on the little yellow ass badge, little goofy ass badge.
Forcing them to the right.
Yeah,
and
to
back
keep
in.
them in. And I'm like, what the fuck? That makes no sense. They can get the hell out of there. They're getting out of the target range and shit, because you can see the Mandalay Bay right there.
Right.
You know, and it was,
But the reason why, because you need more casualties, man. It's not effective.
they should have just went in there and just fucking set out some bunch of fucking cooker pressures or some shit with some shrapnel.
Well, they should have.
Yeah, that would have been more, just planting them all over the fucking place. You
But
know?
they didn't.
Yeah, they had to switch it up. Now watch all the fucking we pretty much don't have a Fourth Amendment anymore. That's gone.
Well, no.
You know.
Can I get one of them?
Sure, why not? Yeah, so
Fucking. The problem here is we're not unified.
no.
Right. The strength of the old unions, and I'm talking about Jimmy Hoffa days, was because these motherfuckers were band together, and guess what? They'll go and kidnap the owner's son of the company and be like, look, motherfucker, you're gonna give us money, or else old fucking junior here ain't fucking seen
You know, you gotta be seen with the fishes.
They don't do that shit no more for obvious reasons.
Right,
okay?
yeah, you throw your ass in jail.
Oh,
man.
hell yeah. You know, they got federal prisons for a reason. But I'm not talking about to that extreme.
And the
All we
Gestapo-
have to do is pressure the economic flow.
Yeah.
In other words, stop riding the bus for a day, or stop buying potato chips or soda or beer or anything for a day.
excluding
But
like
all of us do it on the same day.
yeah.
And they'll be like, whoa, what the fuck?
That's how I always know, like a lot of these if these women marches and all that stuff be ineffective. All women have to do, excluding like medical people, medical women that work in the medical field,
Nurses.
nurses
Because
and
people
stuff
need to
like
be there to
yeah.
wipe the asses
Well, you
and
might
drain the sputum.
they do a
from
lot
the-
of work in the hospitals and stuff. You know, you can't.
Well, what about the janitor? You know who's
Oh,
gonna
if it's a no, she don't go in. No. But
So
if,
the
we-
title's gonna be
if all the other women just stayed at home, just like fuck it, we're gonna do a no call, no show. It'd bring this economy to its knees.
But women are not going to do that
No.
because, unfortunately, they've been socialized to believe, and rightfully so.
Oh, then you'll have
Up until present time.
the feminists will come out. You can't be telling us what to do. The feminists will be all over there. Then,
You know
what?
what?
Then the black feminists will be even worse than them.
The feminists need to sit down and take their plastic dildo out of their pussy and put it in their ass. Because the bottom line is, no one gives a fuck about their little fucking stupid shit. We all know that they're pretendo. We all know that they're fucking at the end of the day wishing they could have a little baby. So therefore, they're gonna have to get semen like a vampire needs blood,
Right.
and drain that shit to make what they think they gotta do. I'm not concerned because of the fact that at the end of the day, no matter what, there's enough of us breeders out here that's going to take care of business.
Right.
And ensure, whether it's in secret in some little enclave way out in New Mexico, the state, or whether it's an urban couple in New York City,
Yep.
on Staten Island. They're going to ensure the fulfillment of the human species, of humanity as a whole. We were once a star-faring race, and one day we will be again.
Yeah, you gotta weed out the booger eaters.
Yeah.
You gotta.
And you
weed
got
out
not
the
only
booger
weed
eaters.
them out, but we got to weed out the ones who embolden them to eat
Right.
the booger.
Yeah.
Hey, that's so cool. Eat another. Eat another. That
Oh, they
motherfucker
do
has
it
to go.
too.
That has to go too.
Man, it's
And
crazy.
you know what else? You know who else has to go?
Because I think it can be done, even though I know that, like, people just, just think logic, just logical thinkers, man. We're outnumbered, but I feel like we could beat them because we're smarter than them.
Not only
Yeah,
are we
and-
smarter than them, but we have the reality of time on our side.
Right.
Listen, everything has a season. Everything has a rhyme and reason. Whether you catch the reason or rhyme, that's irrelevant. It keeps moving. This earth will keep spinning whether we annihilate ourselves or not.
Yeah.
This understanding that we have going on right now can manifest into reality when we take the initiative to practice and live what we preach. In other words, show empathy towards each other.
Right. Right.
Have a sense of caring. Have a sense of, you know what? Maybe together, if we brainstorm, we can come up with an ideal to make it better for all of us.
Right.
Not just some, all of us. Because there's no ark that is more special than an ark that's filled with everyone, not just the chosen elect. And most of them are sycophants anyhow. So the bottom line is, guys, Monday, October 9th, be careful. If you live around military installations, please, honestly, it's too late to get any protective gear like iodine or anything like that.
Now, who's supposed to be doing what? When and where?
North Korea will be a provocative action. Now, that could be anything from detonating that bomb they have in the
They
Pacific
said they was going to do a provocative action.
on the 19th. Or not 19th, but the 9th. Monday. It's
Yeah,
coming up
I'm a
Monday.
little behind on my
3
news.
days. 3 days from now. Once again, the Trinity. Father, Son, Holy Ghost.
Right,
Well, even Superman. Truth, justice, American way.
right.
Or even the Greeks, God, the Olympic hierarchy.
Yeah.
Sky, water, ground. Or Zeus, Poseidon, Hades.
Maybe.
It's all the Trinity, dude. 3 is such a powerful number. Because what is 3? Mother, father, child.
Okay.
That is the unit. Even the Communist Army used it in their battle formation. They had squadrons of 3 people. That is a powerful, powerful number.
So Monday, North Korea is supposed to show us they got some Roman candles.
Basically.
Okay, cool. And then the media, the media, the corporate whores on corporate media is gonna spew their part. They're gonna be like, oh, look what they're doing, you know.
And that shit here was
And
like
then-
EMP.
And then Trump, they're gonna demand Trump go, you know, besides his buffoonish antics, do some real life, you know, buffoonery, and like he did with that Moab. What was the purpose of that?
He wanted to show that he had big hands.
You know, what was the purpose of dropping? They wasted a perfectly a bomb.
One bomb that we could drop on North Korea.
Oh, they like, oh, we got about 12 more of those.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we're $20 trillion in debt. And the reality of that, guys, we can take everything in America, I mean, all the way down to the last motherfucking penny, and it will not equal $20 trillion in
Yeah.
liquidity. And liquidity, kids, means taking raw assets like this and turning them into money like that. That's what liquidity is.
So,
And we don't have it, guys.
all
And
we
what happens when you owe motherfucking money on the streets? What happens?
come get you.
Thank you. But thank God, we got the choppers. We got the soldiers. And we got the bombs that make you say, woo.
Yeah. Nothing like being stalked by a predator drone.
Oh, that is
All-
a nuclear bomb.
All day, just wherever you go, there go a fucking predator drone right there. Just watch it. Every
Every move
fucking
you
thing
make.
you do, you know, you out there in the mountains of the Korengal Valley, and you just want to get your fucking, you know, sheep herding on, and there goes a fucking predator drone. You don't know why the U.S. is there. The people they claim that destroyed the towers in New York
Yeah.
City wasn't even from Afghanistan.
They were
but-
from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. And now all of a sudden that Afghanistan is growing poppy plants
And heroin is flowing again.
yes. And you go through fucking rural America and there's heroin addicts all over.
And I hate to
fucking
tell you
place.
guys, after you follow the end of that heroin rabbit trail, you know who really benefits from that? It's not America. It's the Queen of England. Don't forget the Boxer Rebellion when Britain, Japan, and America stormed China. That was to get the East India Trading Company back into China to push heroin and opium onto the Chinese.
Cause they banned
And
that
that's
shit.
and we beat their ass and did just that. Now, look at the chickens. They're coming home to roost.
Cause
This is a spiritual thing. This is a universal thing we're dealing with.
the Chinese was so hooked on opium, they government banned it.
Mm-hmm.
They had so many Chinese. The Chinese people would just sit there and smoke opium.
But who is
all
the number
fucking day.
one legal producer of methamphetamines today? It's China. Listen, man. There's one truth that I've seen in my humble years on this mud ball. And that truth is what goes around
Mhm.
comes around.
Yeah,
We
people,
have to break that cycle.
people be acting like that
We
shit don't.
have to break that
that-
fucking cycle.
That shit don't exist, man. I see fucking heroin addicts all day, every day, all around this motherfucker.
Because people are in pain. People are hurting. I'm not talking about, oh, my arm. I'm talking about in their hearts and souls, man. People are straight up hurting because a lot of people reject this dogmatic bullshit that's being handed down to them. They know it's phony and felonious on top, but they don't know how to articulate and deal with it. So it hurts them because they have to internalize this bullshit and live it. Once they live it for a minute, they're like, oh man, this ain't right. They know, they feel in their gut that something ain't right.
Nope,
So they
I
turn
just
to that
think,
needle.
in
Bam.
the way I
It's a
kind
wrap.
of think, in the way I kind of think, this shit's gonna play out by natural selection.
Well, unfortunately,
I
there's
don't
going to
know.
be a lot of casualties in that selection.
Well, you know,
You know, the heroin users, most of the heroin users that are using today were not alive in 1980.
Right.
They were not
Oh, yeah.
alive in 1960. They were not alive in 1950. All right? Those are the heroin epidemic people.
Yeah.
All right? What it basically boils down to is if you're privileged or feel as if you're living in a privileged family,
Right.
and you start seeing the economic winds of change affect said family negatively, you want to escape. And you have just enough paper not to have to work, but not enough paper to buy that membership to the exclusive golf club.
Right.
So what you do? You start banging that bullshit. You start being the fucking Scarface of your little area. And what happens after that? You get popped by the police, or you get popped by a real gangster who wants to take your shit.
Yep.
But you know, a lot of people don't want to hear that because they're like, oh, that don't affect. Yes, it does. We are all interconnected.
Yep.
That means that you're interconnected with the chick that just had the fucking abortion, who's interconnected with the dude
They
that just fucking gave another dude
I think
AIDS.
they just stopped
That's
that
interconnected with
20-week thing.
what's that?
That 20. I think Congress just got rid of that 20-week abortion thing.
I wish they imposed retro abortions.
The what?
So, retro abortions. You know, whether you're here or not, you know, you should have been aborted. That we can deal with it right now. And just just take care of a few fucking problem thorns before they pop the bubble.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
they don't really care about the.
No, I'm talking about taking care of the ones who are causing the havoc and
Yeah.
mayhem. The ones who have all the resources.
Right.
The ones who have none of the fucking blood.
Shit, you gonna have to get through all they minions first, man. They got a bunch of them,
Mhm.
man. They got a bunch of fucking minions.
Oh, it's like Kill Bill, but in reality.
Yeah.
And it ain't gonna happen because
They
there's
gotta-
too many people.
That's why
So
I,
what you gotta do? What you gotta get along? You gotta,
I don't want to get
act
along with them
along.
motherfuckers, man.
get
That's it.
along.
I mean, I'm to the point now. If you can't realize, if you don't realize what the fuck's going on, or you getting offended because of when you call you gonna have to call this shit out.
What are they gonna do when the hockey players start kneeling in protest?
No, they gonna join. They'll go out there with their little Blue Lives Matter flag. And,
Nah.
all they can go out there with the little all.
Have you seen the Red Lives Matter?
red? What's red line?
The fire people. Instead of a blue stripe, it's a red stripe.
What the fuck?
Fire lives matter, man. They save people. They don't exterminate you. You know, if you're dying of a heart attack, they'll come up and zap you. Or if you're fucking burning in the house, they'll fucking shoot water all over you and put you out. You know?
I mean, I look at it like it's just a job, and like with the fucking I hate to go back to Vegas because we was kind of past that, but they were praising all the police officers. What the fuck? Like every video I seen, pretty much the cops was looking fucking like morons.
Right. They were Keystone or Barney 5 up in Mayberry.
Yeah, I seen a couple of cops, stop and treat some warning, but it took them 72 fucking minutes to find this dude in that hotel room.
It's hard when you have to get
Then
the
I
proper
see-
clearance to
right.
go up high.
Then I seen one video, the fucking cop, it looked like he was going this way, but then when the fucking loud guns start popping, that motherfucker went back the other way. And
That's
it's like,
crazy.
and then it was like, then I seen videos of people, praising the police, say, yeah, they were running towards the gunfire and stuff. People, you gotta realize that that's their job. That's what they're getting paid to do. They get no special.
But they were scared. And we understand being scared.
Yeah, they was that day. They was the ones that didn't know what was actually really going to go down, if it's a conspiracy or not. Yeah,
Right.
that day, they were probably really. That's probably one of the only days they were actually really fucking scared.
And rightfully so. A sniper is nothing to trifle with.
But then I seen videos, people saying that it's no way it was people. It was other people in the crowd shooting people too. So. I mean,
like somebody's on the grassy knoll type deal. versus the library. I mean, come on, American people is so gullible.
Oh, I know. I mean, I don't know. Then you look at how the information that's been the video. I just want to see him take the. I just see what with his. I haven't even seen this dude with a fucking Walmart bag walking. You know, and he was up there. Like I seen one video said he was on the 25th.
Damn.
Think about it. And they said he checked in the hotel room with the chick's ID.
See, that
Not
just
only,
doesn't make sense.
yeah, not only is he a
Asian.
different agenda, he's also a different ethnicity than he was.
So I'm just saying she probably checked it in for him. I don't know why her dumb ass came back to America though.
Oh, to get
She
was really-
didn't speak English. She was like, sucky, sucky, long time. Give me $10. That's about as far
And
as
he
I
probably like shit. I got a whole basket.
He
of
gave her $100,000.
Yeah,
Shit, you know what type of?
I'm gonna see you back home for a minute. Get a little money and go do something
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
You know.
And they did just that. You know, he did some crazy, hurtful things.
I don't know. It just. I mean, I feel sorry for the victims. Don't get me wrong. But I know that's one thing. It is people that got hurt and people that died. But everything else around it, I don't trust the government and I don't trust the media, corporate media.
Yeah.
So.
Because they're definitely.
And I didn't see how they didn't cover incidents like this through the past. It's not consistent. So that's a red flag right there in my eyes. It's like, come on. Just be honest with the shit,
But they can't. It's against their very nature.
Right. He don't even fit that dude didn't even fit the description of a disgruntled white dude.
No.
No,
He's wealthy.
Yeah.
If anybody's enjoying the fruit of the system, it's him. But like we said last show, he must have some inside football to know some serious shit's coming down, so he might as well make his mark of history.
He
now.
could, yeah. Yeah. Because I don't know if a lot of people don't know, but mass shootings in this country, that's common from a white male. But like in around like 30 to 45, right? This dude was like 60 something years old.
Yeah.
He already had his ARP card and everything. So, that's because I think if I'm not, I could be wrong, but I think that he was one of the oldest mass shooters
in American history.
Yeah, in history, yeah.
He took out a lot of people.
They're normally white male between 35, 45 years old. Those are that demographic right there is like 54% of all men. It's the cause of 54% of all mass shootings.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So, I don't know. I mean, he had a chick, so he wasn't. I don't see how he could be. He had money, so I don't see how he could be pussy deprived anyway. So I don't see how being rejected from a chick could trigger something to make him want to go kill somebody.
No.
Buying all them, having all them guns, who knows where that shit came from.
They had a kick in the door, I'm sure.
So, it looked like somebody laid that shit out, to be honest. I don't know. From the pictures I seen that was online. But I don't trust any of that even, it's just like, whatever agenda they trying to carry out, 59 people died and hundreds maimed.
Right.
Just to carry out, if it is, I don't know. That's the real tragedy of it anyway, and now, they got sacrificed basically to impose more shit on everybody else. But that's what they're gonna do. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
It is what it is.
Yeah, and I'm still seeing posts, people saying, well, if them people had guns, they wouldn't have been able to do nothing.
No. It's over potentially get shot even faster.
Yeah. they wouldn't have been able to do nothing. Except use that motherfucker shoot themselves in the head.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit, we had what they had the gate. It just, you can just go through so many of just a list of shit, you know. The only one that wasn't on that list was something to do with, you know, the country music group, the people that like country music,
Right.
you know. And it's fucked up, but, you know, until people decide they want to change shit and want to realize that, you know, shit's fucked up and all you doing is just pushing the agenda for somebody else at the expense of the people you care about. So, I don't know. You got anything else?
That's it.
Hope you enjoyed this special edition on a Friday night. I'm Dimebag TV.
True power's mine.
Peace. Don't talk back to the police.
Nope.
Might get your asses.